Hello, this is Taj McCammon for Storytelling from Concept to Content to Cash. Why so? Because I'm a writer. And what we're talking about today is dealing with the breakdown financially of how you can build out a profitable book and book launch. Whether you're an author, a screenwriter, screenplay person, a songwriter, so on and so forth. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can build a profitable thing by creating a launch strategy that is going to bring you money. Because that, at the end of the day, you may not want to admit it, but money makes the world operate. And the only other way that you can do so without money is have good favor with people that got money that can pay off the things that you need to pay. Okay? So, but you got to start somewhere. Where do you start? You go through the process of figuring out what and where the money is. You're usually going to find out that money is in blogging. We talked about blogging in an earlier video where I showed you how you can use a blog in order to create a narrative or written post site that you can post your stories to. How do you make money off of that? You turn it into a membership and put a price tag on it. Which means the people that have access to the blog have access to the written parts of what it is that you're doing. Now, the catch to that is you can actually then on top of that, maybe you, for instance, this whole course. I could take this whole course and I could break it down into pieces and parts, and I could do a membership site. In the membership site, I could turn all of this into a Audible course using otter.ai and turn the whole course into something that is written. When it's done in written form, I can then take those parts into a specialty blog that is its own separate devotional page, what have you, that explains all of this in detail because it's turned everything I've said and explained in this course into a blog. And I set a price tag on it, which allots people that they can go directly to the blog instead of purchasing maybe the course at the cost that they would be purchasing the course for. The catch-22 to that is in order to remain having access to it, they would then have to pay the fee to have access to it. So that's just an option as one way that you can turn and make money. Like for instance, this website, I could turn this website into a container that would be my central point where people would be able to come here for my membership if I decided to do it that way. Now I could do a whole changeover for the visuals and all of that, specifically so that people would be able to come here and come to the direct blog, what have you, for this content. And the price tag would be the cost of membership. Next, you have the option of doing Amazon affiliation. Now, if you've written a book, or you've written several books, you can post your books or content on Amazon. And then if you create your own Amazon affiliate link, you can then link your books through Amazon, if you're through Amazon, that is, and you're using Kindle KDP or all that. You can link the book that you've written, or you can link the PDF, because people do sell PDFs or what have you, through Amazon affiliate link on all of your posts. You can use your affiliate link, catch this, if you do YouTube videos, you can embed the link into your YouTube videos in relation to, maybe you did the narrative that I talked about in previous videos, where you did the narrated video chapter by chapter. You can link the full thing in your description. You can do your membership in the description. You can do all of these in the description box. And YouTube has this wonderful element now that you can add your products to a bottom tier of whatever it is you're doing. Look up somebody. Let's see. This is a vegan person that I go to their page often, and they just came out of their own cookbook. So I'm pretty certain they just recently did this video talking about how to make vegan meat. But I guarantee you, if I scroll down, there you go. There's their products on a reel that you can go through and purchase their products, their hoodies, their merchandise, so that you can support them. So let's say you did a Audible video and you recorded content that would promote your book, which allows you the ability to make money that way. You can add links at the bottom to create more visibility for what it is that you've created. Next, you can, since we're here on YouTube, you can also create get this, a promotional channel with no let's go to my library. You can create a promotional channel. I'm trying to see if I can find my playlist of content. Okay. Nothing on this page, but we just have the playlist there. You can create a playlist that has a full listing of all of what it is that you do. Here it is. This is the playlist for some of the other course content that I have, and we'll talk about this in a second. But you can create your playlists. But what I want to say, in order to create more lucrative money around it, you can create videos where you take content on the top subtopic manners in the books that you are creating, and you can do VST videos, visual storytelling, where you have images, you have to use something like refaces, you could use what they call non or royalty free content. You can go someplace like here. So, and you can search stock videos. Oh look, it's finance. That's probably because it's the last thing that I was looking up. And you can create 10, 15, 20-minute videos in relation to the content that you're trying to promote for your book. Images, slides, so on and so forth, reels, add in however you choose to add it, but create that promotional tool, and you can create an entire channel that is only a promotional channel for the one thing, which is your book or book projects. Maybe it's a book club channel. That way you can actually promote your books, book club, book topics, so on and so forth on this channel. And it's a literal written VSL. If you go on Instagram, you see it a lot. If you look at some of the videos people will do to promote, they'll either use TikTok, because TikTok allows you to do those videos. You've seen the videos where the people be pointing at the written words around themselves on the screen. That's why people use TikTok. People will go to TikTok and use a TikTok emblem remover. This is an application that will remove the emblem of TikTok and then re-upload it as a reel. You could do the same thing and add those clips into video footage that can be part of a larger VSL video on your YouTube channel. And then your products be underneath it. Your books be underneath it. And some people don't ever want to get on camera. They may not want to do a camera thing at all. So they use that virtual storyteller to create full video concepts and then add products below it to sell off the product if the video isn't selling something in it already, which would be your book, which would be content from your book, which is telling story from your book, which is a PowerPoint that tells the story of your book, chapter by chapter PowerPoint from the book, partial chapters from the book, segments from the book, all of this type of stuff to bring out a full channel dedicated to the book, conversations, podcasts in relation to telling the story from the book. All these things that can be done to gather enticement, and you can add a price tag to it. And now what Facebook allows you to do is, if you write down a price range, catch, if you ain't paying Facebook, don't ever do this, ever, because no one will ever see it, because Facebook blocks your ability to promote with financial gain if you're not paying them the price to promote on their pages. And the second way to circumvent that is to do, let's see, do I still have it open? see what I'm looking for. That's not it either. It's weird because I had it the other day and I'm trying to find out. This might be it. Yes. This is something that you can use that you can connect and create your own social media network. People have created things like this on, is it Patreon? Um, but this is like being on Facebook, but it's for your own business. You pay bi-monthly for the ability to have all your social networking aspects in one location. For instance, you want to put ads and promote your content, create the application and you can do it all right here. You want to connect and create the ability to do visual ads, all of that. You want to funnel back your social media links, you can do it all in this one location. This is a content creative platform for what it is that you're creating. If you want to create a devotional attached to the book that you've created, you can create your own devotional in relation to that blog or in relation to what it is you created. Transcript from your videos in relation to that. And then allow people the ability to I'm not sure if you can create your anyone but the main person that owns the main site, owns the platform, meaning the community platform, can do videos outside of that. I'm not sure. There are others that I was interested in using, like Disciple Media, uh, but I'm just trying right now to figure out which one would be the best one. These are ways that you can circumvent around the ad thing. But know that if you're not going to do ads and you're going to pay for a whole platform, you're going to pay whole platform fees. Wink, wink, grant. You may need a grant to pay for your platform. Just saying. Donations and GoFundMe's. It's like donate to this GoFundMe button in order to keep the platform open for your people that are going to be a part of what it is that you're creating. And going back, you want to create a place for them to be able to financially sow into you and you be able to receive whatever it is that they are giving into to keep the machine of what it is that you're creating going. What else? I think we touched on just about all of the other ones. The other thing that you can do is, let's say the book that you've written is about money. I know that in my book, I have a whole section where I talk about the financial ups and downs that people go through. And for me, I take my financial knowledge and I created a website that you have access to content, financial planning, solid planning out your foundation, so on. Legacy, build your legacy, health, wealth, wellness, so on and so forth. Now, then I'm talking about creating that foundation and all of these types of things. I do a full article on a breakdown of finance from top to bottom, and then I link content. Then I take you to how you can do so for yourself and your family by creating financial canisters of streams of income based on things that you do to build out generational wealth for yourself. And this video in the middle goes more in depth in that, and it explains how you can create a foundation even in if you're making your own book. Like, you want to turn it into a business. You want to turn that book into a business, so you want to create a business bank account for it and all of the ups, downs, and backwards things that you would need to do in order to financially set yourself into position to be able to go into that bank with a clear mind, a clear head, a clear heart, to be able to start that business from scratch, from the book, create a business around it, be able to have money going into it, create your streams of income, because you want to create and have more than one account, more than one bank account, more than one place to receive your finances for that thing that you are creating. Perfect example, if I created the one book has 10 different subtopics that can then be turned into topics that are can go into their own separate books. That, for instance, you have the main book. Then I talk about homelessness in one section and being grateful to have a home. Written a book on that. Then I talk about fashion, creativity, all of that. I have not written that book, but it's in conceptual idea form right now. I talk about how I went through my prayer life, and how my spiritual journey. I've got a book on prayer and my prayer stuff. I talk about food and exercise and so on. I got a whole book on the concepting idea of turning your diet, your recipes. Then I also have a blog for that. And the good thing about having a book and a blog, you can create your blog, you can have your book, and then your blog, you can can attach products from your Amazon affiliate to the articles in your blog that allows people to then go and purchase the very foods, because they sell the foods on there. They'll sell, you can search Amazon. How do I know? I went to Whole Foods who is partnered with Amazon, and I'd been here about a week because I'm out of town visiting family. And lo and behold, I ordered from Whole Foods. They set up my order. The next day, they delivered everything that was on it. If you set up an Amazon affiliate link, they can have the affiliate link to all of the food sources that you list as foods that they need to purchase in your recipes for the book that you created. That will, in turn, you're making money off of them purchasing the book. You're making money off of them going in and doing the recipes. Every time they purchase the elements from the recipes from the link. And catch this, if they went through just your Amazon affiliate link, period, any one of them, and they went and purchased everything from the rest of your recipe, whether they did it directly from the page or not, it still comes back to you because they entered Amazon through your affiliate link. So the commission comes back to you. You need to think streams of income. Streams of income. Because the more streams you have, the more money that you're able to make. You gotta have, and you gotta know the places to start. Then once you have all of those things, you can even go that step further and do a actual associate with a company, an MLM company. They have companies like Primerica or TLC, or what is it that you are promoting? Go to the thing that you're promoting. If you're promoting food, maybe TLC, because you're giving the people the opportunity to put supplemental nutrients next to the foods that they are creating, or that they are eating. So they have the supplements, especially for vegan people. They need supplements all the time because they're not eating meat. So they need to substitute the nutrients necessary in order to build their bodies up. So on and so forth. But where and how are you giving them opportunities and options to make decisions for themselves? And the connection that they make with you will create a open door for you to get paid and for them to get paid. Especially if you set it up for them to actually become an agent with whatever it is, source company that you're talking about, as some type of resource. There is always a way. You just need to know, where do you start? That you can start making money hand over fist, backwards and forwards, through what it is that you're creating. So because at the end of the day, you want to be making that sleep money. That money that when before you even touch your feet to the floor the next morning, you can look in your bank account, not one, several. I went to a business event a few years back that I went back twice I went over 6 years ago. Then I went again about 2 years ago while I was out of town because they had brought the same event to that town. And I said, let me go. I hadn't been to it, and it just reignited my desire for what it was that I was doing in a financial state or element. And the one thing that they told you is to create up to 6 different divisions in your bank accounts that you develop. You got play money, your necessities, your nest egg, your education, your giving, some people like to divide the giving up into charitable giving and then giving to like family or God pocket or what have you. You want to have accounts for that. You want to have philanthropy accounts. There are banks like Investors Bank has philanthropy accounts. My bank, TD Bank, has the ability to work with you for philanthropy. And then there are other programs that you can become involved in and become an affiliate to their program, and it helps you in the long run for bigger and better things financially. But you want to be able to have that sleep money, that 24-hour sleep money. And these are all formats that you can use to get that sleep money. So this is Taj McCameron from Storyteller, concept to content to copy, and I hope this blessed you. Till next time, bye bye.